health and wellness reporter. She's at the Indy Space in East Dallas. For those of you who may not know, Sonia is also a certified meditation teacher. We need help, Sonia. What are some ways to deal with stress?
Well, Izzy, good to see you, first of all. I never get to see you in the evenings, but it's good to be with you all. So how do we deal with stress? You know, I talk about this on Daybreak all the time. The easiest answer I can give you, right, is do what you love, right? Self-care, we talk about it. What does that look like? It can be a nap. It can be reading a book. It can be drawing. It can be meditation, yoga, working out. I really love the idea of doing something physical with the body because that grounds us, right? So it actually connects us with the ground. And that may sound funny to some people, but if our minds are kind of chaotic and all over the place, we need something to bring us back down to earth. You've heard that expression, right? So find something you enjoy and do not multitask. So a pedicure while you're checking your work email is not self-care.
You talk about our chaotic minds, Sonia. There's so much going on upstairs, especially these days. How do you shut it down?
So I'm glad you said it like that, because I think a lot of folks think that meditation is intended to stop thinking or stop the mind, when actually it's, think of it as more of an observation of your thoughts. You know, science tells us that most of us have an average of 60 to 65,000 thoughts per day, the majority of which are negative thoughts and repetitive. So if we are waking up and thinking about the same thing, negative thoughts day after day, that's a problem. We've got to do something different to pivot those to positivity.
Excellent. Wow. Turn those negative to positive thoughts. Sonia is about to have a meditation class on our Facebook page. She's also working on something special on her YouTube page, so follow her for all the information. Sonia, we'll see you soon, and thank you. So if that performance last night wasn't exhausting enough, there are still 2 more presidential debates, and both camps tell ABC those debates are still on. However, the Commission on Presidential Debates says they are going to make some changes. So we want to know, will you watch the next 2 debates? You can weigh in on WFAA.
Okay, so is it live on Facebook right now? Oh, is it live on Facebook right now, or? Okay. I'm up on the streams. Okay, you guys. We're back. Okay, this is going to be weird. So, first of all, that was entirely my fault. I'm a reporter and a yoga and meditation teacher. Definitely not up there when it comes to the technical expertise. So that was my fault. I'm looking at the news now on this Zoom. So I was trying to not have to see that. In any case, I'd like to just stare at myself. Okay, so look, perfect example, right? We try to do something. I didn't lose my cool. You just got to go with the flow sometimes, right? I think we're all familiar enough with these technical hurdles to go, yeah, I get it. You do the best you can, and that's all you can do. And let's see, I want to make sure. Okay, cool. If anyone out there has read the 4 agreements, you know what I'm talking about. Your best changes from day to day, right? So your best today looks different from your best yesterday, tomorrow. Anyway, so we are going to start with a metta meditation. And if you have maybe heard the word metta, but you're not sure what it means or what the deal is, it translates to loving kindness. And so we're going to explore through a visualization this idea of giving ourselves loving kindness first and then passing it on to others. The idea being that the more loving kindness we can share from our hearts to ourselves and then spread to the people around us, the more likely we are to foster compassion and create, let's say we'll put a dent in the suffering that's happening around us. And if that sounds really woo-woo to some of you guys, I mean, I get it. I'm in the corporate world. I have been for a long time. So I'm with you, but I want to just add, if we choose not to do it, then no one's going to do it, right? So at some point, you've got to choose one way or the other. And the way of suffering is not where I want to be. So that's what causes me to pivot when I feel myself going toward a space of being overwhelmed, feeling angry, anxious, nervous, all of these emotions, right? And also just reminding yourself that you're a human. You've got to give yourself grace. And every day is going to look and feel different. So let's begin. So you can meditate sitting in a chair, laying down on the floor, laying in your bed, sitting at your desk. Maybe you're outside. I'm just sitting on the floor at the Indie Space, which is in East Dallas. And you can sit cross-legged or whatever way you feel like you can stay for a little while. Know that you have permission to move. If you've got, something, legs falling asleep, or you just want to stretch out your knee, you don't have to be perfectly still the entire time. Okay. So I want you to first of all just find your sits bones, those bones you sit on, and ground down through those sits bones. Like imagine you've got roots growing into the ground from the sits bones. So that's really going to anchor you. And as I was saying on the news a few minutes ago with Izzy, anytime you feel really flighty and chaotic, we need to come to a place of grounding. Okay, so physically grounding, touching the ground with your body is going to help. Now I want you to imagine growing taller through your spine. So sitting up really nice and tall, maybe even close your eyes and send the breath up your spine. Okay, see how tall you can get. Maybe that breath can travel all the way out through the top of the head. What do you do with your hands? Your hands can be on your legs. Palms can be facing down. That's for grounding. If you want palms up, that is for receiving, symbolically, right? So palms can be up or down or really anywhere in your lap, whatever's comfortable. Take your shoulders, shrug them all the way up by the ears, and then let them come all the way back down. Get heavy through the elbows and the shoulders. We don't want them all the way up here. Okay. Relax the jaw. And I like to say, tuck the chin a little bit and send the ears a little tiny bit back in space so that your head feels like it's just floating over your body like a balloon. And you can choose to close down the eyes, or you can leave them slightly open so that there's a sliver of light coming in. I always like to begin my classes by examining how you're breathing. Right? So what does that mean? We don't usually take time to examine how our breath feels in our body. We don't typically use our full lung capacity. We don't typically remind ourselves on the daily that the breath is a gift. Yeah. So just take a moment for gratitude for your breath. Usually we breathe in and out through the nose. That's going to slow the central nervous system. So it takes us out of that fight or flight. And it employs the parasympathetic nervous system, taking us into rest and digest. You may feel yourself yawning a few times after breathing this way. You may feel a little sleepy. Totally common, very normal. Your body is finally relaxing when that happens. Okay. So keep those deep breaths coming in and out through the nose, opening the senses at the same time to feel the cool air running in through the nostrils. And then on the exhale, feeling the warmth exiting your body. Do it again. You can keep the eyes closed the whole time. I will be guiding you. There's really nothing to look at. We're going to use our inner eyes, right? Our imagination, visualization. So just before I came here to the indie space, I did a meditation out at White Rock Lake. So we're going to go on a little walk around the lake together. It's a beautiful day. It's warm, it's windy. Maybe you step out of your car and you stretch for the first time today. Feeling the sun touch your skin. Maybe the cool breeze through your hair. You begin to walk. Slow pace, nothing aggressive. Taking in the sights and the sounds, lapping of waves. The singing of birds, tree branches rustling. And as you walk with each footstep, tell yourself, may I be healthy. May I be healthy. May I be safe from harm. May I be safe from harm. May I be loved and supported. May I be loved and supported. You're walking, repeating those short mantras to yourself. It's a way to offer your own being loving kindness. Just a small gift for everything that you've done all day, all week. For everyone else who receives energy, time from you. This is your time to offer yourself loving kindness. Once again, may I be healthy. May I be safe from harm. May I be loved and supported. And you repeat this to yourself as you're walking around Wet Rock Lake in your mind. Maybe by this time, you're feeling your breath in your body. Maybe by this time, feeling the corners of your mouth turn upward. You're smiling at the peaceful surroundings that are enveloping you. And as you take a corner turn, you see people you know. You get closer and you go, oh, those are some friends of mine. I know those people. Gosh, I haven't seen those people in a long time. You're a little too far away for them to see you, but you notice them. These can be any friends who maybe you would love to see right now, but haven't. Perhaps they too are walking or running or on bikes. Maybe they're in the water, kayaking or canoeing. Visualize those friends in your mind. And as you do, you want to repeat that mantra of loving kindness. Send it to those friends of yours. May you be safe from harm. May you be safe from harm. May you be healthy. May you be healthy. May you be loved and supported. May you be loved and supported. And you're still walking, and your friends continue to do the activity that they're doing. And eventually, they drift off into a different direction, and you no longer see or hear them. But know that they feel the loving kindness that you've sent their way. You continue to walk and breathe. The air is crisp and cool outside. You inhale, the lungs expand, feels so nice. The sun is shining down on your face. You're feeling really good. You notice a bunch of other people. We call them neutral people, right? Not anyone you know necessarily, but there are people all around. Maybe elders, maybe children playing in the park, on a playground. When you see these neutral people, you hear their laughter. They're enjoying moments of life. How wonderful is it to hear joy from another human being? So you think to yourself, I'd like to send these people loving kindness, even though I don't know them. A lot of us are going through the same things right now. What you say to these people around you, these neutral people, may you be healthy. May you be healthy. May you be safe from harm. May you be safe from harm. May you be loved and supported. May you be loved and supported. And you continue your walk. admiring all these beautiful people around you, all of these people that make up our community, our city, our country, our world. As humans who have the same desires as the rest of us. And as you continue your walk, you kind of stop in your tracks and you go, uh-oh, there's someone I didn't want to see. So visualize this person. Perhaps it's someone difficult in your life, someone who really gives you a good challenge. I want you to picture them from the way they look, to the way they walk or move. Maybe you're close enough to hear the voice of this difficult person. And as you're thinking of this person, I want you to become aware of how your heart is beating right now, aware of any physical response in the body. It's nothing that we want to attach good or bad to, just be with it, experience it, be aware of it. Look at this difficult person and you think, you know what? It's fine. None of us is getting out alive. This is just life. We're all here and we intersect. The little moments slip on the radar. We practice forgiveness in that moment. We practice compassion. We practice loving kindness. And so we send it to that person, that very difficult person. May you be healthy. May you be healthy. May you be safe from harm. May you be safe from harm. May you be loved and supported. No matter what you did to me or how you may have hurt me, may you be loved and supported. You feel a coolness through the hands, a lightness in the heart. Come on. Continue your walk, whether or not that difficult person saw you at all. You certainly felt some good energy coming their way. And that was provided by you. And finally, just as you're rounding the final corner of your walk, take note of all the creatures around you. Maybe you hear a dog panting, or you see a frog or a rabbit. You just watch the birds. Whatever creature comes to you, speaks to your heart, just observe them. Notice their fur or feathers, their beautiful eyes. In that moment, you think, they have a heartbeat, just like we do. They offer unconditional love just like we can. Given the same opportunities as these beautiful creatures, we share space and time. For that, you feel gratitude wash all over you. You decide to send loving kindness to this creature that you're observing. May you be healthy. May you be healthy. May you be safe from harm. May you be safe from harm. May you be loved and supported. May you be loved and supported. And by this time, you feel any moments of tension have melted away. Your anxiety is diffused. You feel more alive on a cellular level, having connected with nature, people, and creatures. And feeling vibrantly alive, you're ready to continue on your path, wherever it may take you for the rest of the evening. And as you sit back in your car, or it's a nice day, maybe you rode your bike, you hop in and you offer yourself that loving kindness one more time. May I be healthy. May I be safe from harm. May I be loved and supported. And you carry that with you, close to your heart. And to wiggle the fingers, the palms, sit in the same position the whole time. You spread the palms open like flowers blossoming. You can roll out the wrists and gently reawaken yourself physically. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling softly. Flutter the eyelids open. And my friends, that is your very quick meditation. So for those of you who have questions, you are more than welcome to ask. I'll get on Facebook on my phone. I have a few minutes here. I think on Zoom we have a few minutes as well. I wanted to just mention that the point of this is not to escape reality. The point of meditation is not to clear thoughts in a way that, people always say, let me say it this way, people always say, I'm not good at meditation because I keep thinking. Well, you're going to keep thinking. I hope you keep thinking. The point is, again, as I was mentioning to Izzy, for anyone who may have come in through this process, the point is to be an observer of your thoughts. And if you found that you did not have the patience to sit through this whole meditation, then maybe you're aware now that you need to practice patience. If you found yourself feeling resistant, like, what is this girl doing? This is lame, this is dumb, this is boring, this is whatever, I would encourage you to ask yourself why you resist it, why you feel the need to say it, right? Because that's on you. That's a reflection of what's happening inside of you. This is meant to like I said before, ground us, bring us back down from the fluttering chaos, and to kind of clear the slate. So I like to say, it's like you go to the gym to practice physical health, you go to meditation to practice mental health. This has become part of my day 3 times a day, actually. So while I do get up here and, sometimes overwhelmed and rarely, but it does happen, angry still, I bring myself back down, and then you go back up, and then you bring yourself back down, right? So we're not living in this space of anxiety all the time. I hope that that makes sense, and I hope that that's helpful. And you guys can always reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, email. Very easy to get a hold of. And also I should say that on my website, which is just sonia-azad.com, there's a tab that says classes. You will see an on-demand library of classes that includes meditation, beginner yoga, or like what I like to call pre-beginner yoga, and then also stretching, because stretching also helps us to really calm down. I know I said I would answer questions, and then I stopped looking at this thing. So, okay, here we go. Oh, wow, that's a lot of comments. Virgie, I'm so happy that you were here. And Cody, thank you. Thank you, Mary. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, I didn't know so many people were on. Cartwheels. Yeah, Kevin, cartwheels are grounding. That's great. I love that. But hey, if you saw cartwheels in your head or did them even, that's awesome. I have no idea if we're still up or on or not. But anyway, there are so many things happening here, you guys. I just appreciate the opportunity to share this with you. I was telling so many of my friends today that I'm so grateful for a job that allows me to be who I am and to share something that's really transformed my life. Anyone who works with technology or works overnights or early mornings, or you can imagine, right? Like, of course, I watched the debate last night. Of course, I see all the news that you guys see. So there's got to be a balance to all of that for me. And this has really helped. So I'm going to log off because I have a stretch class that's happening starting at 6. So if you want to join the stretch class, it is free. And I think it's still linked. It's so cold, that's why I'm shivering. I think it's still linked to my Instagram stories. I'm going to see right now if it is. I don't know if it is, but I will repost it. I know that it's pinned to the top of my Twitter page. So basically anyone can join, it's free, and you're welcome. We're gonna stretch for 45 minutes. And again, that starts at 6 o'clock. So have a great evening, and I'm always available to you guys. It's a great joy to be able to do this with you. Have a good night.